Guys, welcome back to the RadToy Collector Show. We're going to be starting our new season starting October 20th. We're going to start with some amazing toy boxing and videos from the Masters of the Universe Origins Turtles of Grayskull line, which is one of the crossovers that come out of that Origins line. It's absolutely my number one toy line at the moment, probably for this point forward. Masters of the Universe is kind of one of my top toy lines of all time. Thundercats, Voltron, all that typical lady stuff. But I have a definitive list of what's on my top, and that's up there. And the Turtles of Grayskull line, of course, is crossover, two of my favorites of all time.
We're gonna get to that when it's time. In the meantime, right now, we're gonna do is our first official toy unboxing. And even though it's not a typical toy unboxing, because this toy comes from our official sponsor. We're going to be doing these from time to time just for our sponsor. Our official sponsor is going to be Irrelevant Products, www.irrelevantproducts.com. Please go check them out. They've got absolutely everything on them, and they're great for us. Instrumental in getting us moving forward and getting the show back on the road and getting the next season up. Today we're going to be covering their September product of the month, which was this bad boy right here. Now, I'm going to tell you, this thing is probably the coolest water gun I have ever seen in my life. An old again king, right? It is pretty impressive, but it's so impressive that I don't want to just talk about it. So rather than take normal unboxing approach, we're gonna do something a little classier and borrow from my good friends. So here, few things scream nostalgia and summer more than the water gun. Elegant in its simplicity, one of the favorite toys of anybody's most fond childhood memories. This is not reinventing the wheel. This is improving on the wheel. This is adding some interesting features that we wish we had in our imaginations as children. Two-function trigger, release and go, and a load on top, hold the water. We're ready to go this summer.
Okay, now we're outside because we're going to be testing the product specifically for outdoor use.
Right here for everybody.
Taking a look at this, pretty simple upon the time, right? We're going to get a better look at this in a little bit, but we've got two things. Trigger, and top. Fill it like so. It's supposed to fill in 13 seconds. We're going to test that here. Now, before we start... Okay, so we got it loaded up and we're ready to shoot. Now, I've already taken the time to mark this out, and I know where I'm standing right now is 32 feet from that fence over there that is brand new wood. It's going to be real easy to spot if this makes it. So let's take a look. I'm getting ready, all right? Clear down the range, clear to fire. 3, 2, 1. All right, now.
It did annoy the neighbor's dog. It did not wet the fence at 32 feet. We ended up moving it up to 20, and then we got contact.
So we just made it back in from outside. Just going to tell you folks, and this is the honest opinion. Yes, they're our sponsor, but I have no intention of lying to anybody about any toy. I'm going to give you my honest opinion. They're going to be mad at me if it's bad or good or whatever it is, but I am going to tell you the truth. Here's the truth about this product, all right? Number one, in the pictures on the website, it looked a little bigger. It might have been just my interpretation. No, I was expecting like a, and I got like a little, like mini AK sized, That being said, it's still amazing looking, right? The functionality of it as far as like sucking water in and shooting it out, sucking it in does a good job of doing it. Now you see there's a little bit of leakage, but I imagine that it's just like the parts around the integral chamber that causes the suction to get water in and release it. So it's not a big deal. This is a water sport toy anyway, so you're not worried about a little spilling. The chamber itself that holds the water and clip here, you're kind of led to believe when you get it that it fits a 2-liter bottle, but actually taking a 2-liter bottle or a 20-ounce bottle trying to squirt it in there, it's slightly larger than the adaptation there. So I imagine that that is probably intentional. Maybe there's a bottle associated with this that they want you to buy, but me being me, I'm going to figure it out anyway, because I don't let a little thing like actual dimensions and stop me from fabricating what I want. The other thing is the shooting. Obviously, this gun didn't go 32 feet. That being said, it did go 20 to 22 feet, which, if I'm being honest, the water gun fight doesn't make any difference. We're not talking about ballistics and, the Coriolis effect and trajectory here. We're talking about non-lethal ordnance. 22 feet for a gun like this, and the fact that it fires the way that it does, and I can't stress this enough, automatic refill works great. You do want to hold the top of it when you're filling, just in case, because when it gets full, it's too full, it will blows everything out of the top. So you want to be aware of that. And the battery it comes with, the way it works, you actually open the battery, you pull it out, and you charge it on USB. It has a little cord that goes along with it. I feel like if you lose that cord, this toy is dead. So you have to kind of consider that. And in this day and age where everything has a USB-C charge on it, the fact that the battery works like this as opposed to that, kind of, I don't know, but that's, my honest consensus. I give this thing about a 7.5. Now, that being said, I am absolutely figuring out a way to hook this up to a camel pack and go tactical. Absolutely. And I'll be making a video about that as soon as we get it figured out. And doing that with this, you're a water ghostbuster, right? I love it. This is literally the coolest water gun I've ever held in my hands. The fact that it doesn't do magical stuff doesn't change the fact that it is amazing. So I will encourage you to buy this, but just have a realistic expectation of what you're buying. And as far as the electric powered water guns that are on the market at this point, there's varying sorts of ranges, varying sources for you to get one. Get one from Irrelevant Products. I'm telling you now, this is a good one. It's not expensive, and it gets to you pretty quick. Tell them RadToy Collector.